is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny Macrae, Britt Johnson, and Newy Scruggs.
All righty, here we go. It is Tuesday, Players Day off, but the Players Lounge is in effect. I am Newy Scruggs, longtime Cowboys reporter, joined by Britt Johnson, newest member of the team, and the survivor man himself. He is Danny Macrae, former Dallas Cowboys safety. He is on this episode, I should say this season's Survivor Show, episode number 1, coming up the 22nd, correct?
That's correct, season 41.
On CBS 11 locally, so make sure you check out D-Mac doing his thing.
And he's on the, or he's having a watch party. So I'm wondering, is the watch party because you know you're going to be gone right away, or a celebration of you doing some good stuff?
You know what? It's possible.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
These lips are sealed. I cannot say. Y'all hear that, Survivor? I did not give away anything.
We will get some information over the course of the week. So I feel like
y'all will get it on Wednesday.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it here. Barry Church on assignment right now, but we'll catch up with Church here in a moment. But you want to start out with an apology. Go ahead, Usher. Go ahead, Usher.
Do you want to start off with it, or you just have to?
Listen, it's both. It's both. Oh yeah. Listen, open the door for this dude.
It's locked. You locked out.
Because he need to be a part of this apology too. All right. So I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna say, listen, DQ came out. Dan Quinn, he came out yesterday, and he said that Anthony Brown was supposed to have help over the top on that touchdown to Antonio Brown. We said false. After going to review the film, we found out that was true. Okay, they were in two-man, which means all of the DBs and the linebackers are playing trail technique, which is behind the receiver that they're covering, trying to stop them from running any comeback routes, curl routes, or inside routes. And the two safeties are over-the-top help. So anything that goes over their head, the safety is supposed to be able to make the play on it. We had a safety, I believe it was KZ, who was supposed to be over the top of that play, and he did not help Anthony Brown. Albeit, Anthony Brown shouldn't have been that far behind, but he was supposed to have some help. So, Anthony Brown, Danny Macrae, apologize to you for saying that you got beat in man-to-man, one-on-one coverage because you did not.
Man, I thought I was going to miss this section.
He was banging on the door.
I was hoping, but yeah, man. Macrae basically just put it all right there for us. I mean, we after the show, we kind of thought about like, man, let me take a look at the all 22, which means we're seeing from the sky view of the whole play. And as you've seen, they were in 22-man or two-man. And Anthony Brown should have had help over the top. You got to know your personnel. You know KZ's going to gamble, but he did supposed to have help over top. And so Barry Church, was completely wrong for dogging my boy Anthony Brown out like that. He should have had help over the top. And, I was completely wrong about that one.
So I understand Dan Quinn when he says there will be no personnel changes, because that was one of the main reasons when I would say, hey, the man might be in trouble this season, but he played the coverage how it was supposed to be played. He just didn't get the help that he needed, and hopefully this game he gets that help.
In that situation, though, how would you react if you was AB right there and you knew you were supposed to have safety help over top? You seen what happened. You know, he looked like he got burnt crazy on national television. How would you feel as a corner in that situation?
Oh, listen, let's go here. I would be upset. I would probably be pointing, making sure everybody seeing that it wasn't me. That's what I would be doing. But I would tell you this.
To your own teammate?
You gonna do it like that? You're supposed to be over the top. You see it all the time. Hey, you see
dang, don't get in trouble around Danny.
But listen. All respect to Anthony Brown, because he did not come out and say a word.
He didn't.
about that blown assignment by the safety. So shout out to him. I love to be his teammate.
Couldn't have been me.
Well,
I'd have been like,
we don't have locker room.
Do you
access.
think KZ should have said something though?
We didn't have locker room access. I mean, the bottom line is just, if they don't come to me right now, they limit very much who you get to talk to. So it's not like you used to go in the locker room, you just open that bad boy up and you go. But so you're saying you're going the Orlando Scandrick route?
Oh, Scanny.
He
ain't never throw me under the bus.
That's funny that you brought him up, because he actually will possibly be on the show this week.
Ooh, a little guest appearance.
Little guest appearance, man. You know, he called me and said, "Hey, man, listen, when y'all gonna have me on?" I said, "Whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're ready." So he said he's ready this week.
He never threw me under the bus.
So when we're all here, we'll make sure we have him up on the live view and
I can't wait for that one.
And chop it up a little bit. I think that'll be a very fun and entertaining episode.
To say the least. To say the least.
He still got that chip
on the shoulder.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that chip
Brown, he got that tattoo chip on the shoulder. Y'all seen it?
Nuh-uh.
He got a tattoo of a Ruffles chip on his shoulder saying,
Are you
hey,
serious?
yeah,
well, let me tell you something. If that's what got you paid through the league for what, 10? Was it 10?
You talking about Scan?
Orlando?
He played 11.
He played 11 years in the league
11.
with the chip on the shoulder. Shout out to him, man. I got 6.
Yeah, I got 9.
Yeah. So I might give me a chip.
I ain't getting a Ruffles chip on my
At least get a Dorito.
I guess something with some.
Actually, those spicy Lay's dill pickle chips are really, really good. Just so you know. So
Where do you find those at?
Get that at Kroger. Don't say I never did. Don't say I never did enough for you.
Disgusting.
I like pickles, so maybe I don't know.
I would tell if you're going to go, Kroger should have it, but also Albertsons, the Cowboys, official grocery store.
I like what you did right there.
You meant Albertson Tom Thumb.
Yeah,
he didn't mean that other.
I got a Tom Thumb card. I don't have my wallet.
That's where I go because on Sundays you wear your Cowboy jersey, you get 10% off. So you want to get the brand is called Golden Flake, and they're out of Birmingham, Alabama. They make a pickle. They make a dill pickle one.
Okay.
Pretty good. Now, I still, get my Lay's on, but make sure I
Lay's is a solid chip. It's a solid chip.
This man trying to get 20% off. Like Albertsons. No, I meant Tom Thumb. I put my jersey on. Let me get 20%.
If you listen to Shannon Gross enough, you know where to go with these things.
This is true.
Okay? Does anybody promote the brand and products more than Shannon?
Not a doubt.
Except Shannon gonna have 20 bags in his car. So
we
it's all
gotta
good.
get sponsored out here.
Hotels.com, bro.
Sponsors the Players Lounge.
You're right.
So Barry, where you want to go with this, you want to NASCAR it, okay? You want to, Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. Also want to thank Frito-Lay. You want to go down the list.
Go.
So you want to add, you just want to be like a NASCAR thing. You just want to keep adding.
Let me thank you
every day.
I want to thank Nick and Sam's.
Yes. All right, so great. Glad you guys came in, Usher, with the confessions and apologized. That's well done. Jerry Jones spoke today on 105.3 The Fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not apologizing for what I'm about to do, but go ahead.
The Hall of Fame owner has come out and said that the plan right now is to have Terrence Steele start at right tackle for Lel Collins, who is starting his suspension here, and anybody who thought that he was going to have this, last-second appeal, something happened, Jerry basically ruled that out. As you guys said yesterday, that he was going to get them 5. Mm-hmm. So Terrence Steele, who I'm just going to go back to camp, and what I saw.
What you see, Newy?
I saw an improved player.
Improved
player. As I looked at several second-year players on the team, Sean McCune, CeeDee Lamb, rookies who, with the benefit of training camp, OTAs, improved upon what we saw from all of them last year.
Can he handle his own?
Let me finish. CeeDee Lamb was good last year. He looked better, and he got 1% better, as my boy Delatoro McNeil said. So they all got better. So based on what you saw from Terrence Steele last year in at camp in the second, I thought he got better. There, that's all I'm gonna say.
Do you want to go into what happened? Oh, go ahead, Britt.
Oh, you can. I didn't see. I wasn't at camp, unfortunately, so I didn't get to see much. And then I did see him play. Obviously, last season he started in 14 games, and obviously we were all in agreement yesterday that it should be Zach Martin. But I was listening to.
No, we weren't all in agreement.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes.
You did say it wasn't going to be him. Correct. But I was listening to one of the greatest. Guys on an offensive line of all time, Nate Newton, yesterday. And he also said Zach, but he said if not Zach, then he did want to go with Steele because he said that he was a dog, he was hungry, and he was a young guy that was going to be willing to do what he needs to do to be in that position. And, we have to give him a little grace from last year. He was kind of thrown into a situation that he didn't even know he was going to be thrown into. I think he at least handled himself decently. And come to the point, yes, start with Steele Sunday. Start with Steele on Sunday. And then if you have to, like they did in a couple games last year, switch it up mid-game, throw Zach in that position, because that's something that can happen. But I do kind of feel like, in just how Jerry might have sounded on 105 The Fan this morning, I feel like maybe he's kind of over Collins. He just seemed like, well, nope, he's suspended. He knows, blah, blah, blah. And so the NFL to me is a what have you done for me lately league. So I think that maybe he put a young guy in there. If this is something that could possibly be a permanent situation for the Cowboys this season, we need to maybe just get him in, getting some reps in, getting that confidence up, and figuring out. So yes, I wanted Zach. If not Zach, like Nate said, Terrence was the best guy up.
Well, let me tell you this. Jerry Jones ain't done with LC. All right, they paid him, and as soon as he's able to get on the field, because what we've seen is when he's available, he's a really good right tackle. All right,
of course.
I mean, options they gonna give him.
But listen, because I want to get on Steele. Okay, I'm gonna get on Steele because I'm gonna read this short paragraph that sums up Steele's season last year. All right, so he got picked up as an undrafted free agent here, signed here in April. All right, so he had some expectation that he may be playing. All right, so. Season opener against the Los Angeles Rams, he was able to hold his own until he gave up a sack, in that contest. The third game against the Seahawks, he was replaced in the third quarter by Zach Martin. In the fourth game against the Browns, he gave up a sack that caused a fumble, where proved to be the game-changer play in that loss. He was benched in the 10th game against Minnesota, with Martin taking over at right tackle. In the 11th game against Washington, both Martin and Irvin went down, and that made him get back in the game. All right? They do finish by saying he improved a little bit from there. That's a rough go at it.
Are you worried? Are you worried? That's all it is. Are you worried?
What do you think Joey Bosa's doing right now?
Yeah, he's licking his chops right now. But I'm telling you, there's two things that can happen in this game. Two things. Either the worst situation where we haven't evolved as an offense and as a team, and we're just going to feel like Terrence Steele can go out there on an island and hold his own out there, like we saw a couple years ago with I forget who was that tackle we had here a couple years ago.
You talking about Atlanta?
Yeah, that Claiborne went off on. We left him out there. Chaz Green. We left him out there on the island. So if we haven't evolved since then we're in trouble. But I tend to think, Kellen Moore maybe evolved as a coordinator and maybe got a little bit smarter and realizes, look, I got Terrence Steele out there. I need to help this dude. Look, Tyrone Smith makes a lot of money as that left tackle. He's a premier left tackle in this league. I say, you know what? This is your chance to just, you got to hold your own. You got to be by yourself out there at the left tackle situation. Hold it down for us. We pay you a lot of money. You're supposed to be a Hall of Fame tackle. Hold that down. We got to slide everything towards Terrence Steele. It may be predictable, and the Chargers may be able to key up on it and try to send blitzes on the backside, whatever the case may be. But we need to help that guy out, whether it's chipping with the tight end, running back, slide to protection. We got to go out that way, and we got to leave Tyron by himself on the backside. He's a grown man. He should be able to handle that.
Okay. There's your boy Zeke blocking again.
Absolutely. He will be. He'll be Zeke and Bosa.
So going back to what Jerry said on 105.3 The Fan, he reiterated, he'll get plenty of help.
There it is.
So Jerry said it right there. I guess Mike McCarthy will tell us something too, but Jerry came
I'm about to say, what is the owner of the team breaking news?
Hey, look, man, this. I remember poor Wade Phillips. Wade would try to act like he was holding something back, and be like, Jerry already told us that. And Wade would be like, okay, whatever Jerry said. So Jerry says they're going to get plenty of help, and which we know that's what has to be the case, because we've seen it fail so many times when they haven't given. I mean, look, my problem going back to that Atlanta game, when Chaz Green was getting beat, they decided to just bench him and put in Byron Bell. And Byron Bell got beat too.
There was no help.
And exactly, there's no help. I mean, Byron Bell was a backup for a reason, but you're going to think, well, the backup's going to go do better. No, at the end of the day, stop trying to send 4 people in a route. If you send 3 in a route and you send some help here, then Dak's going to at least have an opportunity. At least give your quarterback a chance. And if it's a route where it's just CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, you know what? Hey, beat somebody. Go out here and make a play. You're just gonna have to ask your guys to be a little bit better to at least protect Dak Prescott, so he's got an opportunity to make a throw.
Or run the ball.
Let me ask y'all: Is this a game? Is this a game for Zeke to go ahead and to eat this game? I mean, they are susceptible to the run. They run a 3-3-5, 3 down linebacker, 3 down and 3 linebacker and 5 DB. So they're open against the run game. So do y'all feel like Zeke can eat this game or what?
I mean, I said that yesterday. I thought it was going to be a little bit more even yesterday, even just with Gallup being out.
Yeah, I won't speak on it because Zeke is no longer on my fantasy team, so I am not concerned.
Do you think he can eat though against his Chargers?
He could have ate against Tampa.
You think?
We watched those runs yesterday. We went upstairs and we watched his first 5 runs, I believe. They were all positive. Okay. They were all positive. So I think he could eat against them, against Tampa. I think he could eat against the Chargers, but I think that's up to Kellen Moore and apparently Dak.
Would that be the smarter gameplay?
The smarter gameplay
towards the run instead of launching up 50 something.
Smarter gameplay to me is always to establish the run.
Okay.
Because you need it at the end of the game and you establish it at the beginning. You wear down those defensive linemen by letting our offensive linemen lean on them, especially when you have a guy like Steele who can get more comfortable by leaning on a Bosa versus sitting back and trying to block this guy when we already know he's a serious threat.
So Washington had 127 yards of rushing as a team against the Chargers last week. That game was in Maryland. Gibson, 20 carries, 90 yards, had a long of 27. So they were pretty consistent with trying to make sure they got the football. Patterson had 2 carries. J.D. McKissick had a carry. Not really counting the ones from Heineke and Fitzpatrick who combined for 4, but they decided to try and run the football. So they had 23 rushes in the football game. They tried to make an effort there. Mm-hmm. I agree with you that you do at some point in time. I mean, this is a week to try and run the football, but you're not going to drop back here against the Chargers with your tackle situation and try and just chunk it down the field. But I mean, I'm sitting here just throwing up my hands because this man has got, everything he told us, everything he said in the offseason, all of his fears are sitting here coming in week 2, no less. I mean, it's week 2.
It's still early, though.
Listen,
it's still early.
But but it's one of those things where, okay, now did you see the tweet I put out there earlier? I sent you. How his guy looked good. His guy.
He looked good.
Rashawn Slater, the Chargers. Yeah, his guy looked good. By the way, the guy that there's many people like Kyle Yeoman's here, Dallas Cowboys. Kyle wanted them to take the offensive tackle, Slater from Northwestern. So apparently he's looking good so far for the Chargers. So the Cowboys will get to see him on Sunday, which is the smugness, but LSU look we get right there. Go Tigers.
I got a nice look. Listen, this is off topic a little bit. All right, I just want to. Magic Johnson was drinking when he tweeted this.
Stop,
okay,
leave.
He said, "We're gonna see Jalen."
That man said,
"I ain't gonna dig
Joey
into that one."
Bosa versus Jalen Smith. All right, no shot at Jalen Smith, but why not say like Tank Lawrence or something? Like what are we talking about? If that's the matchup that you looking for, don't turn the game on.
The man is very casual. He's a very casual fan.
Don't turn on the game. All right.
Were you there when he spoke to the team?
Yeah, I was there. That was in? You was there too, wasn't you?
I didn't see no Magic nothing.
That was in 14, I think.
Yeah, I was in Chicago.
I was there.
No, it was before 14.
You sure?
Yeah, it was about.
No,
it wasn't. I got here at 10.
We wasn't here. Nothing.
You sure?
Yeah, I got here at 10. He was there. He might have came a couple times. But
it was 10 then. It was 10 because one of the things he spoke about was taking advantage of your window of opportunity to win. And then he took a swipe at the Mavericks and talked about how they had their window and it closed because they had lost in 06. Then they ended up winning. It's like, okay, Magic.
Yeah, they won in 2011, right?
Yeah. Throwing them darts.
Kicking the Mavs.
Hey, and that's what happened when you win. Right after they won, you know who was sitting in our defensive room every practice? Carlisle. He was back there. Rob Ryan had him. He was sitting at the top of at Valley Ranch. He was in the defensive meeting room, and he was just sitting in the back as Rob Ryan was coaching and doing whatever he was supposed to be doing. I was like, yeah, they want some championship pedigree in here.
That's what they wanted.
Didn't work for us.
What is Rob Ryan doing these days?
I don't know. I know his brother's on TV a lot.
Yeah.
a lot, but I don't know what Rob's doing these days.
I haven't seen Rex lately.
I thought he was like was he with the Saints?
I heard his voice on Sunday, I believe. I don't know what show it was on, but he was still doing TV.
Okay,
he was still doing TV.
Let's hit a break in here. COVID strikes the Cowboys again. Let's dive into that right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Check out the new Miller Lighthouse located outside AT&T Stadium where Dallas Cowboys game day traditions are born. Enjoy yard games, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, performances, beer gardens, and more. For more information, visit attstadium.com/Miller Lighthouse. Miller Lighthouse, your tailgate just got jealous. Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com every day, weekday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Barry Church, the Toledo Rockets, number 42, and
the original,
still in your
the original 42.
the
original.
Okay,
just letting y'all know.
Britt Johnson,
I wouldn't have got mossed.
The Bulldog from Fresno State.
Just saying.
California IA in the house.
Yes.
And our favorite LSU Tiger, the survivor himself, number 40, Danny Macrae.
I ain't feel no drug test.
No, he didn't.
My bad.
CB Wing got the shots fired. Thing in the background.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know where. It just came. It just I don't know where it came from. Sometimes I said something incorrect to Britt yesterday. Will Greer's
where's my apology?
I apologize to you already, but I tried to help.
I apologize to you live on air.
It was 2.8. Will Greer's QBR.
Yes.
That's very low. I was
gloss
shocked.
over.
He thought I was lying.
Gloss over what my man just said.
I'm just playing. LC, I love you. You actually didn't fail. You just didn't show up. All right. It's disappointing, man, because you said, I really like Lael. Me and him know each other. We see, whatever. It's
mistakes were made.
It's unfortunate that happened, man, because it looked like he was poised to have one of those comeback seasons, and now you got to miss 5 games. It's just hard. I don't know. I don't like it.
You got to be more careful.
But we would have drafted that tackle. It wouldn't have been this problem.
That's true.
Then you wouldn't have Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's true too, because we would have been.
I'm okay.
You see us making all our tackles on defense?
Yeah, I'm all right. We would have drafted somebody. We would have got a linebacker, but I think this tackle
would have been Jabril Cox and
and Joy Steele. Enjoy Steele this week.
He's getting help, man. The man's gonna be all right. He's getting
Jerry
help.
said he's getting help.
He will need 5 weeks of help.
Nah.
Don't you forget that. He need 5 weeks.
CB, we need the shots fired thing, man. 'Cause my boy is laying slugs on cats out here today.
He need 5 weeks. He's going to be playing for 5 weeks. Leo's out 5 weeks.
He's going to need help out.
I am interested to see if Jeremy Sprinkle, the tight end, ends up getting called up. Because if you're talking about helping, I'm not sure I want Blake Jarwin out here blocking anybody.
Schultz? You don't think Schultz could throw a shoulder in there?
You may. I mean, if you're going to try and run the ball, you may need some 12 personnel out there, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm going with 12 personnel, do I want Jarwin and Schultz, or would you rather have somebody like Sprinkle who can actually? I need somebody to lay down the block.
Is Sprinkle that guy though when it comes to blocking?
I mean, Lord knows what we saw from Blake Jarwin.
Jarwin was terrible.
Yeah. Jarwin
you missed that. You missed a DB. I mean,
he did come out yesterday though on Cowboys Hour and say that was 100% on him, and he is going to be working on that. He's been doing the 100 catches before and after game or after practices and stuff, and he said blocking is definitely something that he needs to work
100 catches.
on.
No, it needed to be 100.
Well, he
100
did
on
that
the blocks.
because Tony Gonzalez. So maybe it'll be 100 blocks before and after the game.
And this is why I'm going to have Jarwin's back. I'm going to have Jarwin's back because it sounds like I'll be beating up on players. Listen. No matter what happens with any tight end in the league, you get out there, you're trying to block a DB in space, it's not an easy block to make. Once again, that safety made an amazing play.
But that was terrible though.
No, it was,
like at least push him or something.
But you've made some good guys look like that. You shot
true.
and dipped the shoulder.
That's
And
true. That's
you know,
true.
that don't mean that they were horrible at blocking. The dude made I'm watching the safety and everybody's like, well, this guy, we don't even know his name. Don't matter. He's a football player. He went out there, he shot it, and he made the play. It just happened.
Anyway, just thought. That's all. Since Jerry said they're giving out help, I'm just wondering if Sprinkle.
It's all Zeke.
Who's all the help brigade? That's all I'm just trying to see. Who's all on the help?
We got some kicker help. We got some kicker help. I see they picked up a guy. They picked up a guy. That's what I know.
See, now you're trying to get me mad.
Well, and I guess supposedly he had a quad injury too.
Who? Greg the Leg?
Yes, that's what they just
said. So you listen to Jerry. So everything that they're telling you says, hey, my guy, why don't you just take this week off? We'll go somewhere else. I mean, that's everything that they're sitting here telling you here. Was because Jerry's like, kickers are like Tiger Woods and golfers. Sometimes it takes them a minute to get going and get this. So if he needed some time to get going, if he wasn't 100%, then why didn't you sit this dude down for a week and say, hey?
Yeah, we all know why.
Okay, well, let me tell you what. And you all know this. In this league, man, these games come down to 3 points or less. You can't sit around here and afford to hope. Hope is not a damn strategy.
We know why.
And they went out there and hoped, and it didn't work. And it cost you a football game. And what do we look at about this football team the last 3-4 years here? It's come down to a game.
Yep, I said that on Friday.
It has come down to a game. And so here you are with the world champions on the ropes, and you can look at the fact that he left 4 points on the field. And I'm sorry. It's been a frustrating thing for me because I've seen way too much of it since covering this football team. Way too much of these kickers and these punters and Jerry's kindness towards them to want to work with their issues. I miss Bill Parcells and Jimmy Johnson, who ran these dudes out of here real quick. They had no time for you to figure it out as a kicker because there's too many people available. It's not like you're going to kill your salary cap. My guy, if you're not able to go, then you know what? Get right. And when you're ready to get right, we'll activate you. But those 4 points, we saw what it was in the football game. You can't have your kickers and punters out here shanking, and you need them. You keep losing the special teams phase of this game.
Is it time for another slug? Because I watched the game last night. I know who have a hell of a kicker. That's the Las Vegas Raiders. Coach Rich Bisaccia, who is no longer here,
my guy, I just
found a way to get him a kicker to make his kicks and help them win games.
Now, they messed it up at the end.
That wasn't him.
But I'm just saying, that thing where they trying to get everybody out there, they laid on time. Maybe first John Gruden.
No, I'm talking about the kicker.
I'm just talking about the whole. No, I'm talking about the whole operation.
The whole operation.
The whole operation. Just like, okay, John, what are you guys doing? John, what you doing?
The whole operation.
John, what are you doing? I'm happy.
You saw the game tire.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, I'm happy for my guy Rich. Rich is just good people. But I'm sorry, we've seen this too much. when Jerry's been at the helm as a general manager here with these kicking issues and woes. And to sit up here and look, God bless him for the honesty. But I'm sorry. You heard him. Hey, he had a quad issue. Oh, brother, if he's not 100%, what's he rolling out here for?
Kicking 60-yarders.
What are we talking
about? Like I said, we all know why my boy was out there. We all know why he was out there. You know who his mans is. You know who his mans is.
Man got a bad back.
My neck and my back.
Bad quad. They say, man, we need you to kick a 60. I got it, coach.
It's only a few yards short. I mean,
make it make sense. Seriously, make it make sense.
Oh,
you know, that's the.
It's hard out here, man.
It is. And when you're there, that's the thing. You're there at the game, and you're seeing Dak do his thing. He's getting it done, and then the crowd in Tampa breaks out with the "Let's go Cowboys." I'm like, how about this? The home of the world champs, the chants are breaking out. They're calling Coop's name. I mean, they're in the game. And then you see this guy can't do his part. It's all you got to do your part, man.
Still had a chance to win.
And they're believing in the wrong. How do they keep believing in these two? Like Brett Maher, what are we doing? What do we do? I don't know. I'm done.
Talk about a soapbox. Talk about a soapbox.
Since we did do a little Monday Night Football, little talk, did you guys watch the Manning thing yesterday?
I saw a little bit of it.
I loved it. I'm sorry. That was one piece of content I never knew I needed, but I loved. They're doing Peyton and Eli on Monday Night Football. They're just talking the whole game. It's like just sitting there and you're watching them, and they bring guests in. They had Travis Kelce, Russell Wilson.
What channel was it? That wasn't on
ESPN2.
Oh, okay. It wasn't on there.
So they do the whole broadcast, and they're just chilling on the couch, like talking through the game. And it was the best thing I've ever seen. I'm watching it.
It's supposed to be us, bro.
Yeah.
I know.
It's supposed to be us. The NFL won't let us talk about their games
amazing.
the way I want to talk about it.
He brings in Charles Barkley, and Eli says that Charles got a better golf game than his brother. I mean, if you wanted side kind of entertainment, that's what you watch.
That's it.
I tried to watch a little bit of it. My wife's a Raider fan, and that thing went click click right on back to the. She's a Raider fan. She's like, I don't have time for that. I'm here for the football. And I think it's very smart by these networks to now give people options.
Options, yeah.
That's true.
It's like when they have the national
doing that Wednesday thing.
The championship game.
I like that Nickelodeon when they had
it
last
They're bringing
year.
it back on Wednesday, every Wednesdays now. The NFL or Nickelodeon's doing something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nickelodeon had a broadcast. Yeah, every time they scored, a little slime machine went off.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty cool.
It's the option. The smart thing by the NFL is just give people options. And I thought college football kind of did it first when they had the whole national championship game. You got the coaches in it. Just giving people different. There's different ways to watch. And then how they bring out the home team announcer. I mean, I enjoyed that. I think that's a good thing to do. It just wasn't my deal. Now, plenty of people are right there with Britt. They loved it. They wanted it. I kind of wanted more with Louis Riddick and Brian Greasy. Give me that. But I just love the fact that there's options.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different ways to consume it. I mean, personally, I don't know about you guys. I hate going to bars. I don't want to watch a game at a bar because I don't want to hear what everybody else has to say. So there's just different ways to consume football, and I thought that they did a good job. And just, hey, certain fans are going to want that aspect. Here comes Charles Barkley dropping into the game, giving you his take, and they're having some fun with it.
Yeah, the first quarter was the worst one with Charles Barkley because he didn't really know a lot of what he was talking about. But especially fourth quarter and overtime when Russell Wilson was in there, and then just hearing like Peyton and Russell and Eli sliding in there a little bit. Little brother can't really match up to the older brother, but like having Eli slide in there a little bit, it was really entertaining.
I might check it out next time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, check it out. It was pretty dope.
I thought it was going to put on ESPN Plus. You got to pay, $30.
It was on ESPN too.
They charge you for everything now.
It's part of the Disney package. I'm sure you got that.
No, I only got Disney Plus. I don't have the package.
Speaking of the game, Gil Brandt, okay.
Hall of Famer, right?
Hall of Famer Gil Brandt, our guy Gil Brandt. Gil Brandt came out with a tweet last night. He replied to Trey Wingo. Trey Wingo tweeted, 2 Lamar Jackson fumbles changed everything. Then Gil Brandt says, maybe the league has caught up.
Gil Brandt been hating since the jump, though. I feel like, is that the same guy that told him?
That's Bill Polian.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's Bill Polian. But I just... I'm I'm looking at that, and I love Gil. Gil's my guy. I mean, Gil's definitely been one of those guys I've gone through, many years. Just Gil, what do you think? Just get his thoughts. But I'm sorry, did you not see the lack of talent around Lamar Jackson last night?
He's going with an undrafted running back there.
No. Did you see the offensive line? They were getting bullied by Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It was pressure on Lamar all night.
That was not a good offensive unit around him. And I mean, I'm saying, so you're out here with a cape on, doing all you can, nearly won the game, and Gil's like, the league's caught up? The league didn't catch up. How about Eric DaCosta get a guy some help, the general manager?
They should have won the game. This is the same thing we talked about with Dallas. He set them up to go win the game, and then Las Vegas comes back and gets the field goal. Yeah, he left the field.
He did his job. But I just find tweets like that frustrating because it's a side swipe at a great player, and the great player has no help. No. When do we not admit when a guy doesn't have any help? I mean, Michael Jordan works in basketball. He don't work on a football field like that. I mean, the guy did all he could.
It's still not even. It still don't make sense. Even if you say he don't have help, he changed the game, and he left the field with the lead. They're winning. And then they don't have any players on defense because they all injured. Like, this dude did more than you could have asked of him. They missing Peters. They missing
a lot of cats.
How many Achilles? They got 3 ACLs and
Achilles.
Right? Humphrey's out there by himself.
Yeah, I was going to say Humphreys did good.
He's out there by himself, but he get picked off at the on that zero coverage.
Different levels.
I hate when coaches call zero coverage at that point.
It's one of the dumbest calls you can make.
Like they got so much space. If you like on the 10 and then that ball goes to the back of the end zone because he got to throw off his back foot, that's good.
Explain zero coverage.
Zero coverage. That means you have nobody in the middle of the field to help anybody, right? So that means you're just covering man-to-man and you're sending more rushers than the offensive line can block. So the quarterback has to get it out of his hands really fast. But when you have 50 yards of space, the quarterback can just throw it as far as he can and let the receiver go underneath it and catch it. And you have no help. So that's just it, and that's what we saw last night. And Humphreys was on the same level as his teammates, and they got picked off, so he got rubbed a little bit. So that's how he got behind by so much.
All right, we did not get to the COVID story. It continues for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's do that next. Barry, Britt, Danny, Newy. This is the Players Lounge on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Organic pumpkin smoothies are back at Smoothie King with at least 13 grams of protein each and 5 options to choose from. It's easy to find a favorite to help you reach your goals, like the new Keto Champ Pumpkin, packed with a whopping 23 grams of protein and 9 net carbs. It's a quick and nutritious meal on the go. So order online or through the app for pickup or delivery. And power up with pumpkin and protein. Official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. Before you can park yourself in front of the game, park yourself in a John Deere and power through your chores. Our Land Run package is a 1025R, 25 horsepower tractor with a loader, rotary cutter, and a box blade for $229 a month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay, no surprises. So don't miss another kickoff.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now let's get to work.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team returns for another exciting season. Don't miss season 16 premiere this Friday, September 17th at 8 Central only on CMT. All right. Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com. Barry Church, Britt Johnson, Newy Scruggs, and Danny McCray. All right. Randy Gregory starting defensive end on the COVID list. So he could possibly play on Sunday. He's got to get some negative tests.
Asymptomatic.
He is. So he only needs 2 negative tests within 24 hours. So I'm personally not.
To me, this is a bigger loss than Gallup.
I thought you were about to say Leo.
This is a bigger loss to me than Gallup. I mean, because look, this was a guy in Gregory who was coming along. I mean, he was forcing teams to play it honest. Like you couldn't just slide the protection to D-Law, leave him one-on-one backside, and think everything was going to be all right. He posed problems for opposing offenses because it was kind of like pick your poison. What you going to do? You're going to slide my way? D-Law's going to eat. Slide D-Law's way? I'm going to eat. So he posed a lot of problems, and hopefully he can get back from that COVID because if not. Because not only against the pass, the man can play to run well.
Yeah, I was about to say
he can play to run well.
The Chargers will be trying to run the ball
without a doubt.
They will be trying to run the ball.
So let me ask this question here in this COVID era. Okay, he's got this. He's not here with the team. So, what is your concern level about him being able to stay active and be ready to go? If he's able to get that call Saturday and get on that plane with the team.
I have none. I mean, it's the beginning of the season. That's when they start calling you fresh legs. I think the position that he plays doesn't call for him to like be in the meetings and have to be in all the walkthroughs to pick up on certain stuff. I think that he knows enough to be able to get out there and play if he's available. So I don't really see that being a concern.
Yeah, because it's not like he's dropping back in coverage a lot. Like how we saw Dorrance Armstrong last year, kind of dropping back in coverage. He's not really doing too much of that. I think the only thing that can really affect him not being here and it'll have to do it on his own is how their run scheme is. He's gonna have to know, what do they like powers? Are they like counters? Are they a draw team? So he can know how to attack the run. I think that's the only thing that'll pretty much affect him because he knows how to get after the quarterback. Right. That's just like waking up out of bed. He's able to get after the quarterback. But how they style up their runs, he's gonna have to be very good on his own film study to do that.
Justin Herbert's really good. He's really.
Is it true?
His guys let him down with some drops against Washington. Probably should have had at least 2 more touchdowns in that football game. So this is a young man in his second year who
he's good.
The Chargers made a good pick. The Chargers should always thank Miami for passing on Justin
They need to thank the doctor who stabbed my man up. That's what they need to thank, right? Because that's how he got up in there. I'm going to be real. That's how he got up in there.
Boy played a hell of a game on Sunday.
He did.
Tyrod Taylor played a hell of a game.
He did.
Which makes me wonder, how come the Cowboys never call him?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he figured he could start again in this league. Maybe he felt like he had
Tyrod
best opportunity somewhere else.
always makes the correct decision on what team he ends up on. He's always in a position to play. Texans, Deshaun Watson's getting into some issues. I think was it the Bills? Playing with the Bills, playing with the Chargers. Like he's not signing on teams to where he's going to like legitimately be the backup. He's signing a team. He's like, hey man, I got a shot. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm playing. And he's been in a position and he's proved himself through training camp every time to be the starter when the season starts.
He's like a more athletic, like Bridgewater. Like he takes the care of the ball. He rarely turns it over. He's productive as far as he can move your offense. And I mean, he's a solid quarterback. I mean, he's not going to blow anybody away, but he's not going to turn the ball. He's a game manager.
And he can
the
scramble.
Definition of a game manager.
And he can run. He's mobile. I mean, the dude can do it. But I will ask y'all this because the show's about to be over. I had this conversation, 30-minute conversation yesterday. Yes, Herbert is good. Is he better than Joe Burrow?
Yes.
Y'all, come on. You said that too fast. You didn't even think about it.
Yes.
Britt?
I don't know yet.
Okay, that's a bet. I'll take that.
This is why I look at
it. Are we kidding right now?
When you ask me about Burrow and Herbert, to me that's like saying, do you want a BMW? Do you want a Mercedes? They are both luxury cars. You're gonna drive down the street looking good and be happy.
Just your preference,
right?
Yeah, just your preference. Right. The way he said it, the way Church said it was like absolutely.
He is.
I don't think so.
That's his preference.
I'm saying, but if you
ask me about a BMW and a Mercedes, I'm saying Mercedes all day.
But if you look at them play and what they're able to do and how they've carried their teams. You can't say that this is.
Who played better last year?
Barry.
He tore his ACL. He was out of the game.
Barry.
But at what week did he tear his ACL?
He was having a good year.
What week did he tear his ACL?
I don't know what week it was, but he was having a good year.
Did you see what Herbert did last year?
Do you know he plays with the Bengals where you got no shot? The
coaches. He played with the Chargers. Who were the Chargers before Herbert got there?
Man. The Chargers had who? They got Eckler. They have a defense. They got Eckler. Was it Hunter? Is it Hunter Henry? Hunter Henry. Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. And Eckler. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
Who did the Bengals have?
T. Higgins, A.J. Green last year. Tyler Boyd.
A.J. Green.
He got hurt. Tyler Boyd.
He was hurt when Joe Burrow got there.
If he's that great, he could be able to overpower that.
He did. He won. He won on Sunday. He won on Sunday.
Man. Y'all out here acting like these two are like right here. They're right here.
He acted like the Chargers won last year. He did. Oh yeah, I forgot. Garrett Gilbert.
Wow.
Garrett Gilbert. He was
Burrow
great.
Played in 10 games.
In 10 games. He played in 10 games.
10 games. He Garrett Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
No, you didn't.
If y'all think Herbert, so by y'all is Joe Burrow leaps and bounds above Herbert? He's just above him.
No, we literally just listen. I think it's very, very close, and I think this season will play out to see who it was.
So who was better? Who was better last year?
I think Herbert was better. He had more time to get some stuff done. Yes.
Better. That was the question. Who was better?
No. I said who is better.
He's better. He's better.
Who is better?
I maintain that all those years and all that time he spent with Blake Bortles, his just beautiful.
There we go.
Quarterbacks. You scarred for life about a quarterback being around Blake Bortles.
He also had to do it on his fantasy team last year. That's why he feels that way. See, that's why he feels that way. But I saw what Joe Burrow did on Sunday. So I mean, they both got dubs. Joe Burrow carried his team. They won the game against Minnesota. So I think they both are on the up and up. But we'll see as the season goes on.
Britt has work to do.
Oh yeah.
So we need to let her go.
My bad. I'm over here. I'm long-winded today. My bad. I'm long-winded.
So Britt Johnson, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Newy Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Central, right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!